Curry out. Payton out. We're going to be down today, folks, against the Clippers. We're going to break down the report. Draymond Green may also be out. 3 starters or potential starters. 2 of the 3 are definitely starters. I mean, they were starters, not anymore, based off of this lineup that Kerr does. We don't know anymore. We have a lot to break down on this episode of Warriors Digest. In addition, we're going to go over Dennis Schroder and his fit with the Warriors, why it's not clicked so far. We're going to go over the standings. We're going to go over the depth chart. We have a lot to go over. This is a catch-up episode. We've been doing a lot of games. Jimmy Butler, we're going to talk about him not coming to the Warriors. I know you all like that. So we have a lot to go over in this episode. You can see I got a new background. I'm down in San Diego at my aunt and uncle's house. So got to make sure to still get you Warriors fans everything you need. We play the Clippers tonight in LA. Then we have a big homestand, 6 in a row. We got to win 5 or 6. But it's going to be tough to do. Before we get into it, please subscribe to Warriors Digest. Randy Silver, help us hit 8,000 fans. It's going to be tough to do if Steph Curry's out with his knee injury. Again, it's just a knee tendonitis, so they're being safe. They don't want him to do back-to-back. So most likely he'll play against Phoenix tomorrow night. Draymond Green is questionable with a lower back contusion. We know he's been in and out of the lineup all season. And GP2 strained his left calf in the game against the Lakers. He'll be reevaluated in 1 week, probably gone for 1 to 2 weeks. GP2, this one hurts a bit more because we know his perimeter defense. We know what he means to this team in terms of chemistry. And folks, he has a calf injury quite a bit. This is lingering from the 2022 season. I'm not sure what they do to fix this. Hit him in the weight room, stretching, whatnot. But he seems to get a calf strain more often than not, which is really disappointing. Now, this is where you have the cover. If you look at our depth chart, let me make this bigger for you. You can see that he's out. Maybe Kyle Anderson gets pushed in if Draymond can't play. Podziemski gets more playing time with point guard Steph Curry out. Podziemski's probably 25 to 30 minutes. Obviously, Kuminga is going to jump a lot more. Hield should get more playing time. Moses Moody, his knee looks to be back. And I see the comments. You see that right there at the 4th. Quinten Post. Yes, he's down in the G League. 7-footer, can stretch the floor. I have to believe there's a reason why Quinten Post is not playing on this Warriors team yet. They probably don't think he's physically ready, potentially shooting ready. So that's got to be the reason why I feel like that he's not able to do. Like, again, he's pretty skinny. He may get eaten up on defense as well. Maybe Waters gets more playing time as well. He's fallen out of the lineup. So expect there to be some shuffle, and probably Pat Spencer suits up today and is the backup point guard behind Podziemski. Now, let's take it to something that you're more happy about. Pat Riley, president of the Heat, put out this statement. We usually don't comment on rumors, but all this speculation has become a distraction to the team. It's not fair to the players and coaches. Let me make it clear. We are not trading Jimmy Butler. 3 million views on that tweet. Let me make this smaller for myself. When I posted a video about Jimmy a couple weeks ago, we had multiple videos because they were heating up saying Warriors were favorites. The overwhelming love was not love. It was hate. It was a lot of hate about Jimmy Butler coming. His salary is around $50 million. The assets you have to give up, Wiggins. You have to give up, you see Wiggins at number 226 million. You have to give Wiggins, potentially if you increase Schroder in there, that puts you at 39 million. And then maybe they're going to want a young player like Kuminga, potentially Moody. You're going to have to nickel and dime your way to get there. It's just way too much money for Jimmy Butler, who's 36. Is it worth it at this point in time? I don't think so. You do not mortgage the future for a Jimmy Butler who's not 28, 29, could be here for a decade. He has an opt-out out of next year. So if you truly want him, you could get him when he's not coming back to Miami next year, because it seems like it's not. Now, maybe this is Pat Riley posturizing in the media. I don't think he would put that on the official count and then go back on his word like that. That would really be detrimental to the team, the trust that they have. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to trade him. But Warriors fans, comment your thoughts. I know this probably makes you pretty happy that he isn't going to be a Warrior that we can see. Now, someone who is a Warrior who's not performed the way we hope since the trade is DS. He said after the game against the Lakers, when you have 2 Hall of Famers on your team, Curry and Green, you don't want to take anything away from them. You've got to get fit in. They want me to fit in, of course, but I got to play my style as well. To combine that, we just have to keep working on it, but we have to get wins. He killed us on basically every team he was on. Lakers, Brooklyn before he came here. He had like 30 points against us early in the season. Why can't we get that from him at Chase Center? Why can't we get that from Chase Center in a golden jersey? Now, I'll talk about Hall of Famers. He says, continued, I had that in LA. Same thing. You play with LeBron and AD. Same here. Steph Curry is one of my best players who's ever played. Draymond, it's a different presence. But I still got to play my game. If I feel comfortable, you know what I can do on the defensive side and offensive side. But I need to feel comfortable. And when I feel comfortable, it's going to shift. So that is saying, he's getting his bearings. It's hard to get traded midseason. New place to live, new team, new locker room, new environment, new schemes, etc., etc., etc. So he's trying to find his place on the team, not do too much, but not do too little. He started the season extremely hot, which made him a trade asset. A lot of teams were out there looking at him, or Cam Johnson, or Doris Finley. I'm forgetting the last person on Brooklyn. We went and got Schroder for DeAnthony Melton. Thank you for your service. And a couple of draft picks and a second-round player. In the 4 games with the Warriors, he's averaged 8.5 points, 28% shooting from the field, 23% from long range. Not what you expect and traded for in 27 minutes of play per game. We need him to be around 35 to 40% from 3. We need him to shoot 40 to 50% from the field and get those assists up to maybe 6 to 8 a game, especially with Curry out. Now, the good thing with Curry out, he may stay at the 2 or he could slot to the 1. Brandon could slot on the 1, but that's why you have the depth to be able to have someone like him. Let me make this bigger. Steve Kerr said, I have no doubt shots will start falling, adding that Schroder was good against the Lakers. Curry and Green added their perspective as well. Green said he has to know what the confidence and belief we have. It's a tough thing, especially when you're coming to a team like this. Steph Curry naturally you're going to fall back. We want him to pull forward. Curry added, we want him to be aggressive as he was in Brooklyn. That's what's going to help us even more, and I know he knows that, so I'm excited to see him get better. Now, again, when you look at the depth chart, you look at Dennis probably popping into the point guard, or staying a shooting guard. Brandon can pop in as well. And then Pat Spencer probably gets alleviated up. So, folks, we really need him to step up, DS to step up. We need Curry's need to stay better. Upper 30s, mid 30s, he can't do the same stuff he did half a decade ago. Draymond Green has been in and out of the injury lineup. GP2 with the calf. The season started with so much promise. First in the West after like 12 games. Now we're 10th, folks. 15th and 14th. Right there above the Spurs and the Kings. Kings are having a disappointing season as well. But again, a nice win streak. You go 7-3-10. You're right back in playoff contention. It's still close enough where you can do what you need to do. Warriors need to get a win against the Clippers and then go 5-1 on this homestand before we go to the East Coast swing. Thanks for watching. Comment your thoughts, and I'll see y'all in the next video.